Here's how to earn up to 12% interest in the great state of Alabama and buy property in Alabama up to 90% below market value, mortgage free. So let's dive into it today. So half of the states in the US are lien states, half of the states are deed states. Alabama just happens to be a tax lien state. So this means you don't actually buy the property. You go and you pay the taxes on behalf of the homeowner to the county. The county issues you a tax lien certificate that can pay up to 12%. So from there, that means they have up to 3 years to redeem you. Now, this is where this gets fun. So this is a safe, secure, predictable interest rate that's guaranteed and secured by real estate as a collateral. Compare that to your crypto or anything else going on these days. This is one of the best investments ever. So not only are you getting up to 12% interest, but it's secured by real estate. So the question is, all right, what happens if they don't pay me back? And that's where you get these giant home runs, because remember, 95% of the time they're going to redeem. So what that means is for every 20 that you're going to buy, you're going to be able to get a home run deal and get that property for just the back taxes owed. So the three biggest cities are going to be Birmingham, Montgomery, and Mobile. So let's say in Birmingham, Jefferson County, average home price is $250,000 to $300,000, approximate population around 200,000, right? So let's just say it's a $300,000 property. The back taxes are $3,000, okay? So you're going to get an interest rate of 12% on that. However, it gets really fun if they don't pay you back, because if they don't pay you back, what happens is you then foreclose. So if it's going to be a 3-year redemption, that means you have year one, there's going to be 4 or 3 other years. So what's going to happen there is you're going to be around $12,000 to $15,000 by the time you pay up the other taxes and then pay a lawyer $2,000 to foreclose. But what that means is you're going to get a $300,000 house literally for just pennies on the dollar, which is why I love this business. And if you want to be getting into real estate, this is why you should be doing it too. So you're going to be making the 12%, but for every 20 liens that you buy, you're going to get a house. But it gets even better because in Alabama, there are a treasure trove of liens that are sitting there that are already past that 3-4 year redemption point that you can just go ahead and start foreclosing on immediately. So if you're just tuning in, my name's Dustin Hahn. This channel is dedicated to helping you get started with tax lien and deed investing. I was a miserable man one time working in the oil field, and I was listening to tapes in the front end loader, and I learned about tax liens, and it changed my life. So this channel's here now to help you. Since then, I've bought hundreds of these things. So if you like this stuff, hit the thumbs up on this video. Ask me a question in the comments. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to learn about it. Anybody that tunes in and clicks the description can get a free book on it. Totally free, my gift to you for tuning in. So back to Alabama. Let's have a good time. Forrest Gump spent a lot of time. Greenbow, Alabama, one of my favorite movies. So fun fact, home of Forrest Gump. Greenbow, Alabama, I believe was his home. But another fun fact about Alabama is it's the birthplace of the rocket that sent humans to the moon in Huntsville. Another fun fact, the first 911 call was done in Hayville, Alabama in 1968, launching the emergency services. I thought that was a bit of a fun fact. So a little more about Alabama is it's a premium bid process, which means sometimes you might have to bid above and beyond the price of the tax lien, which you won't exactly get an interest rate on. So yeah, that can be okay. So my advice is to go to some of the smaller counties where you can really scoop these things up, okay? So remember, a 3-year redemption period. A lot of the sales are generally going to happen in May. They will publish a list often on the internet, online. And remember, as you're doing this stuff, the big home runs can happen in the leftover liens, okay? So these are liens that went to the sale and they didn't sell, and it's been 2, 3, 4 years. So you can buy those and immediately start foreclosing, which is awesome, right? Now, most of these you'll probably end up with at least 60-70% of those that are available right now. So now, obviously with that, it's important. Now, with a normal tax lien, 95% of the time you're going to get your interest, right? So with these over-the-counter ones, sometimes people will say, well, there's a reason it didn't sell at the sale. You know, you wouldn't believe the comments sometimes of folks who've never purchased a property, or maybe they've went to a couple sales, they didn't get anything, or they judge this book by the cover because they're in a completely different state. And this business does work. There's 3,300 counties. There's millions of liens every single year. So until you've looked at a few of them, don't judge the book by the cover. Actually take some action. Like I mentioned in the description, this is totally free. It'll show you how to do it. In fact, I go a step further. and even give you all of the contact information to every tax lien state, even in Alabama. The phone number's there. It's totally free. Get on the phone, call them, say, when's the lien sale? As I mentioned, it's in May. But from there, ask them to get the list of the liens that didn't sell. From those, you're going to want to do a good job, thoroughly look at those properties and research them, because there's a high chance you're going to end up owning them. In that situation, you will want to find an attorney to do that foreclosure process for you. It could cost $1,000 to $2,000, but it'll be totally worth it for the pennies on the dollar property that you are going to get. So Alabama can be a lot of fun. It's a great spot. The nice thing with the power of the internet these days is most of this stuff can be done from home. Maybe you're in your underwear, you want to do that, you don't want to leave the house. It's a great business to get into. Regardless, I appreciate you watching this video. It's time. Do some research on Alabama, or check out some of the other videos that we have on tax liens, tax deeds, and grab this totally free mini course in the description. It's totally free, ABCs of tax lien and deed investing. I have the directory with all of the tax lien phone numbers for you to get, and an on-demand training, 100 tax lien and deed facts. You can get that, and from there, if you want some help, maybe you're going to Alabama, you can book a call. We do mentor students every single month, just a few of them if it's a fit. So in the description, you can book a call with us and click the link there. So in the meantime, ask a question, thumbs up. And at the end of the day, I appreciate you watching the video this far, and I'll do my best to keep making you content. All right, see you soon.